something which I might use to make fun, but I ended up finding his golf commercial in which he was nude, which was cheesy and hilarious.
Dale McClintock is suing Herb Davlor in the amount of $10,000. Mr. McClintock claims his past came back to haunt him when his colleagues ridiculed him about it and says it created a hostile work environment.
This is a matter of Dale McClintock versus Herb Davlor, okay? I understand that you're suing him for $10,000 alleging a hostile work environment. Is that right?
Correct, Your Honor.
So tell me about it.
Well, Herb Davlor is the owner of the car dealership I worked for. He fostered a very hostile work environment against me where I was being harassed every day, and I had no decision but to leave due to mental health reasons.
Okay, tell me, what was the harassment?
Well, before I started working as a car salesman, I was a struggling actor when I first arrived in Los Angeles. And I pretty much took any gig that I would get. And so one of those gigs was I did a photo shoot for a magazine. Well, it was a nude photo shoot. It was a golf-themed photo shoot. Somehow, Amir found out that I was in a women's adult magazine, and he told everybody in the office about it, and it became a huge ongoing joke. Every day when I would show up to work, I was getting made fun of. Well, they would make jokes about, hey, are you putting with a 6 or a 9? This became...
Was it just Amir or other guys too?
Well, Amir was definitely the instigator. He's the one who started this all. And after that, it caught on and everybody else started making fun of me.
And how often did this take place?
Well, this became an everyday thing at one point.
A daily routine? Were you aware of this?
I didn't hear those comments. What I'd hear is when they'd come into the room, sometimes he'd come in and they'd yell, "For," you know, things like that.
And what does "for" mean?
Like, look out, ball's on the way. It's a golf reference. So when the picture showed up, I realized that this is a problem. This is more than our normal banter.
Coming up.
You know, I knew he is a failed actor. So I looked up on internet for him. I thought, you know, I might find some of his commercials or something which I might use to make fun, but I ended up finding his golf commercial in which he was nude, which was cheesy and hilarious.
Closed captioning provided by... You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Dale McClintock, who is suing Herb Davlor for a hostile work environment.
Well, let me just talk to him, because you weren't the one who was showing the picture, were you?
Well,
how are you, Mr. Hasib?
Amir Hasib.
Okay. So you were the one who found this picture?
Yes, ma'am. That's true.
So, and after you found that picture of him on the internet posing in the nude with golf gear, what did you do?
To start with, the moment he joined our organization, I never liked him. He had this very assuming attitude, and he was very condescending towards his fellow colleagues. To begin with, he was the one who started it. He was the one who started making fun of me. So, you know, I had to get back at him. So I was, you know, I knew he is a failed actor. So I looked up on internet for him. I thought, you know, I might find some of his commercials or something which I might use to make fun, but I ended up finding his golf commercial in which he was nude, which was cheesy and hilarious. So I knew, you know, that was my moment and I could make fun of him. And that's what I did.
And what kind of things did you say?
So I just said things like, do you like it from the green? Or like, you know, a birdie. And these are very common golf terminology.
And when you say a birdie, what does that mean in relation to sexual preference?
I don't know what that means. I just said birdie. I mean, that's his interpretation. I never meant it sexually. He used words like that, and I got back to him, so it was all like male-to-male talk, but I never interrupted him between his clients, so it was just between us, between the clients. So it was no way affecting his work or something which was affecting his productivity.
How do you know? Did your productivity go down?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, it got in the way of my sales so much. On the way to work every day, my palms were sweating. I had panic attacks. I couldn't breathe.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. Promotional consideration provided by... You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
Here's the problem I have is it creates whether it created a hostile work environment, whether it prevented you from doing your work, whether it drove you to the point where you could not come to work and be comfortable in the work environment. And I was puzzled by this case So I made sure I did some research on it. One of the things is that it has to be severe, frequent, or both. Annoying and mildly offensive comments are usually not enough. Inappropriate jokes, derogatory comments, or innuendos about one's sexual preference, sexual organs, body parts, etc. And this continued on and on and on and on. So that's a workplace hostile environment. And the way you laughed it off, you encourage the continued conduct, because you as the employer, thinking it's no big deal, you just need to man up, you ignored what he was saying to you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $10,000.
I hope you learned a lesson. I hope you're going to start being more respectful in the workplace.
If you toughen up, you're welcome back anytime.